Okay, so it's time to get the pumpkins ready to make pie.
Or festival.
Are you ready for this? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take all the pumpkins. We are going to take this crazy sharp knife and cut the tops off. We're going to take all the seeds out. So we're going to dig all the seeds out. We're going to put them in a strainer because we take the pumpkin seeds. You know, I don't know if anybody knows this, but you can take pumpkin seeds and they actually help you sleep better.
Yeah.
So we're going to take, and they taste really good. So we're going to take the pumpkin seeds out. We're going to clean them off. And then we're going to take them and we're going to bake them. Some of them we'll do with cinnamon and pumpkin pie spice. And some we'll just do with regular salt.
Yes, very festive treat. And then, of course, the baking part is my favorite because the great, wonderful pumpkin cheesecake comes from that, and the pumpkin pies. This is my favorite type of pies and my favorite time of year to do that.
And this year we're making pumpkin cake.
And it's real, like you're not eating pumpkin from a can.
That's
so,
right.
And now, real quick, like what are the, because I've never knew this, what are the difference between the small pumpkins and the big pumpkins, the carving pumpkins as they call it?
I'm not really sure.
Like,
I just
why
know
are these like, just, is there some reason why you can use these instead of a big pumpkin to cook? You would think you could get more out of a big pumpkin.
I don't know. When we were at the pumpkin farm, it would say edible, not edible, edible, not edible.
We actually seen white pumpkins. Ever seen
We
that?
did. So I'm actually, all right, I got the seeds cleaned out. So I'm going to take and wash this off. And now I will tell you, these are kind of like sweet potatoes. They're really hard to peel unless they're cooked.
Yeah.
So I actually go ahead and I go ahead and just cut them up, and then I boil them to soften them up a little bit, and then I cut them up and be sure they're tender enough for a pie. So we will see you in just a bit. So we laid all the pumpkin seeds out on this wax paper, and we sprinkled salt, pumpkin pie seasoning, cinnamon, and ginger on there, and they just come out of the oven. They're really good and crispy. I love them. I'm just going to take them. They're still a little bit warm. You want to try some? Oh yeah, they're so good. So I'm just going to take them and I'm going to dump them in here. Let's see how good I'm at dumping. Actually, just in case I drop some. And then this way they don't dry out. They don't get stale. These are really good for you. It's a good treat. So I got them dumped in there. I'm going to take and put on the lid. And when you get hungry, crunchy helps. Makes your brain think you're eating. So when you get hungry, just grab you a handful of these pumpkin seeds. Okay, so I've let my pumpkin boil so that I can peel it and cut it back up. My eye's been off for about 15 or 20 minutes. So be sure this isn't hot when you pick it up. I put mine upside down because my lid was big. I'm just going to take out my pumpkin so that I can actually cut it. So I cut it in big slices like that. Actually, I may not have to boil it again. Yep, it's already done. So I'm just going to take all my pumpkin out. And once I get all this out, we will cut it up and get it ready for pie. Okay, so I'm not going to have to recook the pumpkin. They got done in like 12 minutes. So I'm just going to take and I'm going to slice that, the peeling off. And I'm going to put all the pumpkin goodness in the bowl. Still a little hot. Yep, still a little bit hot, but it's okay. I can handle it. Just scrape it off there. Get as much pumpkin in there as I can. And I will see you when I get this bowl full.
Get all that goodness out. Just taking a scrape on that peeling. Getting all that good pumpkin out of there. I don't want to miss any of it. And I need a lot of pumpkin because we're making a lot of stuff. So yeah, scrape it until it's empty. Be careful, don't cut your hand.
Look at that. Scraping it all the way down to the peel. Look, I've got all of that pumpkin goodness. Look at that. Nothing but peel left. How about that? All right, so I have got two baby pumpkins, and it has given me about 10 to 12 cups of pumpkin here. I'm actually I'll smush it as I use it, but this is the last little piece. So I'm taking and I'm finishing carving it out. I'm trying to get all the goodness of the pumpkin out of there. Actually, I kind of like doing this. I can't believe I like doing this. You know how those kids like those little fidget spinners? Well, I like scraping pumpkin. So, here is the very last bit of my pumpkin, and now I have a huge bowl full of pumpkin. So, I'm going to put the lid on it, and I'm going to save it, and get ready to make some pies, cheesecakes, and carrot cake.